Good morning, everybody. My name is Jack Erickson. I'm here to discuss the issues in minor league baseball salaries. I'll begin by telling a story about Ben Verlander, who constantly questioned whether or not he belonged playing baseball due to the fact that he was earning minimum wage throughout the course of his 5-year career, equating just to $100,000. Meanwhile, he put in the same work as brother Justin did, who collected up to $225 million. Ben tweeted on February 14th on an MLB reporter's tweet talking about the league raising the minimum salary. And he said, "We put in 12 hours a day at the baseball field, and we ask for in return is a livable wage. I love this. All Ben and myself is asking for is that the commissioner and Major League Baseball are able to collaborate and utilize some of the great amount of revenue they make to make minor league players' effort worthwhile. With these efforts, players will be able to keep up on nutrition and other importances to help improve their play. With improved play, we will see more interested fans in a competitive environment, resulting in more revenue and more money, ultimately making everybody happy. The league is set to raise the minimum salary in 2021, so luckily the league recognizes this is an issue. But players on the minimum salary will earn just $8,000 over a season. Hopefully the league continues to cooperate and make it right. We will see in coming years as things unfold. Earlier we discussed the player under the minimum contract will collect over $8,000 through the course of the season. It is reasonable to assume that someone on the Stockton Ports who's an A affiliate of the Oakland Athletics will be living in Stockton, so they're considering that 1 month of rent in Stockton starts at about $1,000 a month. He'll earn just 6 or 7 months worth of rent. Meanwhile, he's got to pay for the rest of his rent throughout the year, insurances, and other expenses. This topic goes hand in hand with our current living situation. A Los Angeles Times article talks about the struggles players face due to the coronavirus outbreak. The MLB season had officially been postponed where minor leaguers do not get paid, and we all know this pandemic does not look like it's ending anytime soon. The minor league season will be postponed as well, and in the meantime, major leaguers will earn an $1,100 stipend, and let's not forget, minor leaguers have not paid since of August 2019. Even if you're not an avid baseball fan or sports fan, you may attend a ball game or two throughout the year. And the money you spend on tickets should up to the owners and the presidents in the front office rather than go to the minor leaguers who put in the effort. It is made clear to society and minor leaguers that the front office needs this amount of money to keep operations going, but they need to make an effort to make this right. I believe if done, they will see an increase in performance and an eventual increase in revenue. Players are drafted with an unfinished degree and have no guarantees. Many players will enter via MLB's first-year player draft, which is held every June. Over 1,200 players are drafted, many being from junior colleges and high schools, meaning that likely that they don't have a degree of any sort. At this point, contracts are not guaranteed, so they can be released at any time for no penalty. Over 800 combined high school and junior college players are drafted, and so this means that they have no degree, and eventually they can be cut for no penalty to the club, leaving them with nothing, no degree or no money. Other issues include the fact that almost every Division I, Division II, Division III, or NAIA player is on partial scholarship, and it is very rare to see a player on a full scholarship. These players are drafted after they turn the age of 21 or enter the junior year, and like I mentioned, have nothing guaranteed. If they are released or stuck in debt, how are players supposed to act on this? Sure, this may be a reason to fuel their efforts, but they may have kids or a family to support. They can't continue not making money. It is not a healthy lifestyle and may endure serious stress and anxiety during an early part of a player's career. Players then file for loans, healthcare services, or bankruptcies that can ultimately take away from your tax dollars and leads to those not reaching their full potential, whether it is in baseball or everyday life. We shouldn't have to struggle and rely on outside sources like this when they put in such a great amount of work. Overall, it is important to note the quality of these human beings. They are more than athletes. People think they just play a sport and don't contribute to society, which is false. These guys are chasing their dream, who were once full-time students, and a great majority would continue to pursue that education if granted. It's crazy Ben and his superstar brother spent the same amount of hours putting in the work to play baseball at as high level as possible. Ben just made it 5 seasons where he collected an estimated $100,000, while his brother went on to collect $225 million. I get Justin's incredible ability is what brings the fans in and night out. It still doesn't add up, and I'm sure Justin is proud of his earnings, but agrees with what I'm saying as well. And it's important to note that baseball is supposed to be fun, but at a certain point, it does not become fun when you cannot support a family and you have to live off cup of noodles to survive. It takes away from the game, and it is terrible to see. The league should be looking out for the players, considering they're willing to lay their body on the line. They can do this by partnering with universities and helping permit each athlete with an education plan if their athletic career does not turn out. They would have to consider fine details and work them out, but something of that fashion can definitely be worked out. They can even agree to an advertisement deal with an insurance company, and this can provide players with free insurance. Some sort of business can definitely be handled in hopes of helping out a player's career. Players are looked at as commodities, and they get a chance to grow and develop the way they are supposed to. Then we're looking at more wins for a team's organization and people that can contribute to your ball club's success, which means more fans and more money. And that way everyone is happy.